Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that touches every one of us, often without us even realizing it: stress. We all experience stress in different forms, whether it's from work, relationships, finances, or even our own thoughts. But what if I told you that the impact of stress goes far beyond the obvious? What if stress is silently shaping your life in ways you've never considered? In today's video, we're going to uncover the hidden effects of stress and explore how it shapes our lives in profound ways. So, take a deep breath, find a comfortable spot, and let's explore the unseen forces that stress exerts on our lives. Let's start by understanding what happens in our bodies when we experience stress. When we perceive a threat, whether it's a looming deadline, a difficult conversation, or even an unexpected bill, our bodies activate what's known as the fight or flight response. This is a survival mechanism that has evolved over millions of years to help us respond to danger. During this response, the hypothalamus, a tiny region in our brain, signals the adrenal glands to release a flood of stress hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body to either fight the threat or flee from it. Your heart rate increases, your muscles tense up, and your senses become sharper. In the short term, this response is incredibly effective. It's what helped our ancestors survive in the wild. But here's the catch. In our modern world, the threats we face are rarely physical and they're often ongoing. When stress becomes chronic, when we're constantly in a state of fight or flight, it can wreak havoc on our bodies. Elevated cortisol levels over a long period can lead to a host of health issues, including high blood pressure, weight gain, and even memory problems. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that chronic stress can actually shrink the size of the brain, specifically the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making, emotional regulation, and self-control. This means that chronic stress doesn't just affect your body. It can fundamentally alter the way your brain functions. But the effects of stress aren't just physical, they're deeply emotional and psychological as well. When we're under constant stress, it can lead to feelings of anxiety, depression, and hopelessness. The emotional toll of stress is something that many of us don't talk about enough, yet it's one of the most significant ways that stress shapes our lives. Chronic stress has been linked to mood disorders like depression and anxiety. The American Psychological Association reports that individuals who experience high levels of stress are more likely to suffer from these conditions. This is because chronic stress disrupts the balance of neurotransmitters in the brain, such as serotonin and dopamine, which play key roles in mood regulation. When these neurotransmitters are out of balance, it can lead to feelings of sadness, irritability, and a lack of motivation. Stress can also erode our self-esteem. When we're constantly overwhelmed, it's easy to start doubting our abilities and our worth. We might feel like we're failing at everything, even if the reality is far from it. This can create a vicious cycle where stress leads to negative self-perception, which in turn leads to more stress. Now let's talk about how stress affects our relationships. When we're stressed, we often become more irritable and less patient, which can strain our interactions with loved ones. The frustration and tension we feel inside can spill over into our communication, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. Research published in the Journal of Family Psychology has shown that stress in one partner can significantly impact the quality of a relationship. When one person is stressed, they're more likely to withdraw from their partner, communicate less effectively, and even become more critical or defensive. Over time, this can create emotional distance and weaken the bond between partners. Stress doesn't just affect romantic relationships, it can also strain friendships, family ties, and even professional relationships. When we're overwhelmed, it's easy to unintentionally neglect the people who matter most to us. We might cancel plans, forget important dates, or simply lack the energy to engage with others in a meaningful way. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, which, ironically, can increase stress even further. One of the most insidious ways that stress shapes our lives is through its impact on decision-making. When we're stressed, our brains prioritize short-term survival over long-term planning. This means that we're more likely to make impulsive decisions, focus on immediate rewards, and neglect the bigger picture. A study from Harvard Business Review found that stressed individuals are more likely to make risky decisions without fully considering the consequences. This is because stress can impair the function of the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for executive functions like reasoning, problem-solving, and impulse control. When we're under stress, we're more likely to focus on immediate relief rather than long-term outcomes, which can lead to decisions we later regret. This doesn't just affect our personal lives, it can have serious implications in our professional lives as well. Stressed employees are more likely to make mistakes, miss deadlines, and struggle with productivity. This can lead to a negative feedback loop where poor performance increases stress, which in turn leads to further declines in performance. Let's not forget how stress affects our physical health beyond just the brain. Chronic stress has been linked to a wide range of health problems, from cardiovascular disease to diabetes. Stress increases inflammation in the body, which is a major contributing factor to many chronic diseases. A study published in the American Journal of Cardiology found that individuals with high levels of stress are at a significantly higher risk of developing heart disease. Stress also accelerates the aging process. Research from the University of California, San Francisco found that chronic stress can shorten telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes. Shortened telomeres are associated with premature aging and a higher risk of age-related diseases. This means that stress doesn't just make you feel older, it can actually make your body age faster. The cumulative effect of stress on the body can lead to a decrease in life expectancy and overall quality of life. It's not just about feeling stressed in the moment. Long-term stress can have lasting, serious consequences for our health and well-being. Now that we've uncovered the hidden effects of stress, it's time to talk about what we can do about it. While we can't eliminate stress from our lives entirely, we can learn to manage it in healthier ways. Here are some strategies to help you cope with stress and reduce its impact on your life. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is through regular physical activity. Exercise has been shown to reduce levels of stress hormones like cortisol while boosting endorphins, our brain's natural mood elevators. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga session, or a high-intensity workout, moving your body can help clear your mind and reduce stress. Mindfulness and meditation are also powerful tools for managing stress. By practicing mindfulness, you can train your mind to focus on the present moment, rather than worrying about the future or ruminating on the past. Meditation has been shown to reduce anxiety, lower blood pressure, and improve emotional regulation. Even just a few minutes of mindfulness each day can make a big difference. Another important strategy is to ensure you're getting enough sleep. Stress can disrupt sleep, but lack of sleep can also increase stress, creating a vicious cycle. Prioritizing sleep by establishing a regular bedtime routine, creating a restful environment, and limiting screen time before bed can help you get the rest you need to manage stress effectively. And finally, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide you with the emotional support you need to navigate stressful times. Sometimes just knowing that you're not alone can be incredibly comforting. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. By understanding how stress shapes our lives and learning how to manage it effectively, we can protect our health, improve our relationships, and make better decisions. Thank you so much for watching and for taking the time to explore this important topic with me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How do you manage stress in your life? Let's support each other on this journey toward healthier, less stressful lives. End of video.